Hey party people, how we doing? This is the Mayflower. And we are doing what's piece of good news that you're going to receive next. What is the exciting change that's gonna happen, the positive shift? So I'm really excited to get into this reading today. It's gonna be a little bit shorter than how I normally do it. Basically we're gonna do an oracle card, we're gonna get some tarot, and we're gonna get some positive affirmations to see how you can help, you know, shift yourself, your internal world, whatever, to manifest whatever the shift is, to help the transition be smooth so you don't reject it or anything like that. So let's get into the reading. Fridays, tarot, and Mondays, talking videos. So if you like what you see here and you're interested in seeing more, please hit that subscribe button. Alright friends, I'll see you soon. Bye! Anyways, pile number one, this is for everyone who chose expectations. And this says, don't seek anyone else's approval. So, pile number one, what I'm getting here is that you are letting go of people's approval here. And I think that that's the next positive shift that's happening for you. Because you are like, just like, I don't care. It's like boss ass energy here. What's the next positive shift for pile number one? The world in reverse. It almost seems like what felt like your world was crashing down doesn't feel like it anymore, and maybe this is about expectations of other people. What is the next positive shift for pile number one? With Two of Swords here, there was a decision you had to make, and I feel like this decision was based on other people's approval or yourself. And I feel like you're in a situation moving towards like choosing yourself, and you're just like, I'm unbothered that I have to choose myself now. It's almost like, I feel like you weighed out the pros and cons to this situation. Like, you know, if I follow these other people and do what they say, you know, where does this lead me? And if I, you know, go my own way and do my own thing, like X, Y, and Z is going to happen. And it seems like you thought to yourself, well, I don't really get that much if I choose these other people and like what they think I should be doing, so I'm just gonna do what I want to do. With the Three of Wands, I'm really getting here this independence. Like, you're kind of standing alone on top of the mountain looking over, and you're like, I'm just happy with my decision. I'm just content that I was here and did what I needed to do. With the Six of Pentacles, it seems like you're giving less to other people in a positive way. Like, you're kind of just taking back what's yours in a sense. It really feels like you were giving too much of yourself. With the Empress in reverse, this just flew out. So I really feel like you were, instead of planting seeds for yourself, planting seeds for other people. And with the Nine of Swords, this was making you feel really terrible about yourself. And I really hope that this focuses, because if you see in this card, I swear, I don't know why it does this. It's like, okay, you can kind of see right here, there's these people and they're literally laughing at this person. So I think this is like trying to fit in almost. I feel like you were trying to fit in. I feel like you were giving out a lot, like putting a lot of energy into trying to fit in and do what other people wanted you to do. And you were like, eventually you're coming to this place where you're like, I don't care anymore. I do not care. It almost seems like they're, in a sense, you were choosing in this situation planting seeds for yourself or planting seeds for other people. This doesn't feel like the biggest decision in the world, but at the same time it feels important to you. Like, it seems like this might lay a foundation going forward for you for your life. But not in a way that's like earth-shattering almost. Like I said, with that world in reverse, it feels like earth-shattering. It's like once you kind of get past this, it feels like, oh, I can just be me, and like this doesn't have to be such a big deal. But it feels like other people were not accepting of you. It feels like you were trying to create yourself into something that you're not, and instead you're turning the Empress around and saying, how can I create a better reality for myself, to myself? Like, how can I create a better me that is more aligned with me and my soul and like what I want? Yeah, yeah, with the Queen of Cups, this is kind of how you're moving towards. The Queen of Cups is very fulfilled emotionally. She like sets those boundaries. She fills her own cup. Pile number ones. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm happy for you. This is good shit. As the cards fly away. Yes, with the sun, this is just gonna make you so happy. This is gonna make you feel so much better about yourself. And with the sunflowers here, ooh, 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 ooh. So good, so good. All right, I kind of want to ask the tarot, how can you support yourself in making the shift? What can you do to help this shift happen? The Knight of Swords. So here, there might have been some opportunity that you lost because of this change that you're going to make that's for you. And I think Spirit is kind of saying, it's okay, just let it go. Not cry over spilled milk. Yeah, Ace of Swords, like this new beginning that just like didn't pan out. It's almost like, don't cry over spilled milk. Like, was it actually the new beginning that you wanted? Was it really aligned with you? So it's kind of like not getting hung up on what you're losing, because it seems like what you're losing isn't even what you really wanted. How can pile number one align themselves with the shift? So with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's again like letting go. This is like resisting change. That's what I'm seeing here at Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're resisting the change of like shifting your foundation. And pile number one, Spirit is saying it's okay that this is shifting. It feels uncomfortable. It also feels like it's just like aligning more towards you. When we align with ourselves at times, we have to kind of, you know, let go of the things that no longer serve us, that don't support this new aligned version of us. And it seems like that's what's happening here. And if you try to hold on to what you lost, it's, you know, you're trying to realign yourself to an old paradigm that you don't really seem like you want to go back into. It's your choice. We have free will. But it seems like to me that that's not what you want to do. It seems like the version of the shift that's happening is more independent. Perhaps that you have less support around you, and it feels like you're gonna feel better for doing this. Two of Cups in reverse. Y'all, you might be losing a relationship, something that's really important to you. This shift might like literally like almost destroy or wreck this relationship. I'm getting for some of you that at first, whatever this relationship is, if it's romantic, platonic, parental, otherwise, it seems like it ruins the relationship at first, but doesn't stay that way. Like, it seems like for some of you, the relationship is going to go through a tower moment. You're going through a tower moment right now. It does feel like a lot, pile number three, or one, pile number ones. It seems like the relationship is going to go through a tower moment, and there's going to be a time where some of you, the relationship's going to come back together and you're going to heal from this. That's what it feels like, because Six of Wands in reverse. It's going to feel like you're going backwards almost, that people are going to kind of push you back into your old patterns, and this is Spirit kind of testing you. You know, Queen of Swords, stand your ground. Set your bound. I really wish you could see these cards. I'm like showing them and they're just like white. With the Queen of Swords, it's like setting your boundaries. It's being sure of yourself and your decision and not letting people, yes, and I feel like, so the I was putting this card back and I thought it was a card that wasn't out, but it was, and it was a Two of Cups, like upright. So this is what I'm feeling, is that pile number ones, when you make this shift, when this positive shift happens in your life, you might lose some people and shake your foundation in a way that doesn't feel very good. That feels like you're losing people. And what's going to happen is the people who are meant for you are going to stay, and the people who are not are going to leave. And you're going to find new connections that are more aligned with you. So either way, it seems like you are going to have this like 3D support group around you, these people to support you, or just even a person, and it's going to feel more aligned for you. Alright, pile number one. I said this was a short reading, so we're gonna get some affirmations that you can say to yourself to support this positive shift happening in your life. so happy for you. I can say that I really relate. Sometimes like letting go of these things can be really hard. I am flexible and flowing. Actually, I don't know if you can really see this, but you can just see how cute it is. I am flexible and flowing. I am flexible and flowing. Affirmations for pile number 1 right now, Spirit. Every thought I think is creating my future. And, you know, if you're thinking thoughts right now that are panicked, you know that it's okay. I think it's like kind of feeling and thinking those and letting it move through, and then kind of aligning yourself back to the reality that you want to be in right now, right? It's like, oh no, I'm so scared, people are gonna leave me and I'm gonna be alone. And then it's like letting it all go, like when we do meditation and saying the universe supports me, I have people to support me, I'm not gonna be alone. My home is a peaceful place, so home might not feel a peaceful place right now. Oh, peaceful haven. My home is a peaceful haven. So home might not feel like a peaceful haven right now, and you kind of putting that energy out into the universe will support it coming back into balance. I am at peace. There's a lot about peace here, pile number 1s. Being at peace with your decision. Let me get one more. I mean, I release all criticism came up, but I want to get another one. That's not bad. I claim my own power and I lovingly create my own reality. This is the perfect thing to end your reading on, my pile number 1s. This is really, I feel like, the essence of your reading. You're claiming your own power and you're at peace with it. Alright, pile number 1s. This is great. I usually do much longer readings, but I want to do something short today. I actually already filmed a reader and it's probably going to be up at this point already, so go check it out if you want. I do tarot readings on Fridays and talking videos on Mondays. I think the last 2 weeks when these videos are going to go up are just going to be tarot, but after that we're going to get back into the flow of talking videos on Mondays and tarot on Fridays. So like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, pile number 1s. Hello, pile number 2. This is for everyone who chose forgive. Oh my gosh, just where you're at right now. Are you just like in a tub with flowers? Pile number 2s, what's going on? Alright, we're talking about what positive shift is happening in your life right now. So, with red and forgive, maybe someone's forgiving you, you're forgiving them. We'll get into it. There's also a number 10 here, so I don't know if 10 is a number that resonates with you at the moment. I'm also getting like 10 of swords, so this might be like a completion of a cycle happening. If this is like, if you're feeling really bad right now, like this is almost kind of giving me the sense of like you're at the lowest point and things are only going to look up from here. Alright, what positive shift is happening in pile number 2's life at the moment? What positive shift is coming? So Queen of Cups, definitely feeling more fulfilled by pile number 2's. Definitely feeling more emotionally sure of yourself. I'm feeling like, and then 3 of Swords, so you're letting go. Yes, you're forgiving. You're forgiving. You might have been in a situation where someone wronged you. Like, I'm getting like cheated on you, or this is a parent, like they really wronged you. Someone in your life might have just really wronged you, pile number 3 or 2's. The Chariot in reverse, maybe you thought it was going somewhere, maybe you're getting married, maybe you're having children, maybe you're pregnant. This person like cheated on you or backstabbed you or something. It's intense and it really halted where you're going in life, and it seems like maybe you have been crying in the bathtub every night. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, this might have been someone or something, some community. I like to try to keep my readings general, so it might not just be a person. Can even be as big as the freaking government, I don't know. Seems like there was this narrative that was happening that I'm picking up on, where someone was like in a victim mentality, and then it's almost like then you were the abuser, like you were the perpetrator, like almost like this person was in a woe is me, like everyone's out to get me, and then all of a sudden you were out to get them. So then they like did something bad to you. I don't know if this person has like mental health issues that's kind of coming through. This is not like not a substitute for like any sort of medical like reading or anything, or medical reading, medical like examination or medical professional help. If that's what's needed, then please go to that. But with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, what I'm getting here is just like this person backstabbed you real hard. They were not in their energy. I don't know if this is the one-time thing, but I think that you're forgiving. I don't know if like you're going back to this person or community, but it seems like you're forgiving. With 9 of Cups, you're really trying to tap into your intuition right now and really decide for you like what is going to be the most fulfilling and happy going forward. This person's alone, so I feel like they're really making their own decision in this sense. And with Strength, I think whatever decision you make is going to come from like the deepest depths of your soul in a way. Like it's going to require for you to have a lot of strength. With the 6 of Wands, yes, a lot of independence here coming up, a lot of charging. You're going to have to make your own decision in this sense. And I mean, what's coming through pile number 2s is like, if you take this person back, if you go back to the situation, you're putting up very hard boundaries. And if you're not, then you're just walking away and you're like, I'm doing my own thing. You know, I don't care if I have a legal lease with you. I'm going to go move 2 states over and I'm going to go live my own life. That's what I need to do. And it seems like you do that when coming back to the Queen of Cups. You do that because that helps you feel more in tune with yourself. It helps you step into your own power. With the Queen of Swords, yes, it's a decision that you make because that is what you need to do. And you're uncompromising in that stance. It's like, I already tried so much to work with you. I'm leaving. I'm done. With Death, you're letting it go. You're letting something go and it's going to cause a positive shift in your life. You're letting go of what no longer serves you, whatever the situation was, you're forgiving this person and you're letting go. You know, whether it's you're letting go of that person, letting go of the situation. It just seems like what's happening, pile number 2s, in your reality is you're letting go of something, you're letting it die, and you're receiving back love from spirit. Like, it's almost like realigning in a sense. This is like pile number 1, but not pile number 1. Pile number 1 was going through like kind of a bigger shift in terms of like, they were like literally leveling up. You're almost just like letting it go and then just like receiving something back in a way, whether or not that's like your own power, you know, you're calling back the power that you've been giving out and you're just like receiving it back, or you're giving it out and this relationship's coming back and it's going to be more fulfilling. I really feel like for a lot of you that's not the case. I'm gonna be really honest. I feel like that's like a few percent of you, and I feel like whatever this person did does not warrant you going back to them, does not warrant you going back to this situation. It really seems like if you do, you're putting up extremely hard boundaries, like we're living together, but I'm outie as soon as this lease is out in 2 months, like kind of like that boundary, like we're not even talking boundary. With the Well, I think again, and then 9 of Swords in reverse, kind of close this portion of the reading out. With the Well and the 9 of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're kind of releasing the suffering in this situation. You're saying no more, I'm not going to suffer over it, this is just what it is and we're done. And I think afterwards you're going to be going towards more of what makes you feel fulfilled and happy. Like this positive shift to me kind of seems like you're focusing more on yourself and giving to yourself and filling your own cup. How can pile number 2 support this shift, Spirit? So the Devil, let's clarify this. Let's clarify this. Can we clarify the Devil, please? How can pile number 1 support the shift? The Queen of Wands in reverse. How can pile number 1 support this shift? Clarify the Devil, please. And then 9 of Pentacles. So pile number 1, I think you're being called to choose the hard path here. And there's going to be some sort of temptation. I'm getting 2 messages with this. Let's get the first one out and then we're going to move to the second one. So with the Queen of Wands in reverse and then 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like whatever the situation is pretty much over. And I think that there might be some sort of temptation on both sides to like come back to this and start some stable beginning, but this person's coming with stability and you're coming with fire and hard boundaries and like this is what it is. And I feel like no matter what, it doesn't even seem like you can come to a compromise anymore. But it still seems like this is like sexual in a way, guys. Like, I don't think that's just it. I think it's also like you really love this person and want to stay with them type deal, but like, to me, this feels like you need to make the hard choice, and that the choice that might seem more appealing at sometimes is that devil, is like going back to what you knew. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're really being called to do the hard work here. You're being called to plant a seed and watch it grow. And then the pentacles are going to come as time goes on, but you're not going to see them right away. It's not going to feel good right away. And then Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're being called to trust your intuition more. And I don't feel like it's going to take like years for you to feel better or anything. You are shifting to forgive. I just feel like in your mind, you might feel like it's going to take years. When in reality, it might take like 2 months for you to see like 5 of the pentacles grow, like 5 of the seeds grow. How can pile number... Oh my gosh. Your cards literally were just like aggressive. Pile number 2. Like what? Oh, we're cutting that out. How can pile number 2 support this shift right now, Spirit? Alright, so the Eight of Cups is coming out here in the Page of Wands. So this feels to me like the Fool's energy. Oh my gosh, and then the Fool came out in reverse. What? Okay. Okay. I see what's happening. Okay. This is wild. I literally like picked up these 2 cards and was like, this feels like the Fool. And then the Fool was at the bottom. Like, oh my gosh. I just want to like show you so you can read it and know that I'm not lying. Like, so here's what I'm sensing, pile number 2s. In order to support the shift that's coming, you're gonna have to do something alone. This is independent. And I feel like this is quite emotional for you. Like, you're kind of shifting into something that is more aligned for you, but it's not like... It's independent. But it almost feels like you're on the horizon. Like, you're looking up, and you're like, ooh, there's all these new experiences that are coming. All these new experiences that are happening. Like, let's go and adventure and see them. With the Fool in reverse, I think that there's like some sort of hesitation here. There's this push and pull in your reading of, do I go and expand or do I restrict and come back to the familiar? And there's going to be like this temptation again to go back into the familiar, go back to what, you know, we were doing before, but it seems like you're not aligned there anymore, pile number 2s. You're kind of being pushed by Spirit into something that's much more aligned for you. And I almost wonder, like, Spirit is, I think, trying to bring in the perspective here, like, this could be exciting. Maybe you're exploring yourself in a way that you never had before. Maybe you're experiencing this earth in a whole new way that you haven't been able to do because of this situation. So it's kind of like going on this journey now and putting this positive spin on it, like the excitement that comes with this. Maybe you're traveling. That's come through a few times that I haven't really been saying. You might be like, well, I did say traveling to another state. Like, there might be traveling here, like a whole new situation for you. Like, that could be exciting, and new experiences, new people, you know? Like, for some of you, you might go on a road trip for a little while. For some of you, you might travel to a different country, join the Peace Corps or something, join some sort of group that's helping another country. That's just what it feels like. It feels like a new adventure could be on the horizon for you if you choose it. Alright, pile number 3. Where are the affirmation cards? Right here. We're going to get some affirmations so that you can help support yourself through this positive shift. And then we'll be done. So this is, I balance my masculine and feminine sides. So this was kind of coming through in your reading too, this like masculine and feminine, you know, emotional and like material. Like, it seems like for you, you're coming into more of a balance for yourself, and this shift requires you to kind of tap into both of these sides to support yourself emotionally, and also do what you need to do like in the material world to help support the emotions in a sense, if that makes sense. You're balancing, just tell yourself. I trust, oh my gosh, another one came out. I trust the process of life. I trust the process of life. feel like if you trust that things are gonna work out for you and that this could be a really beautiful new beginning, then it will be. Alright, I'm getting this is the last one of pile number 3 is. I am safe in the universe and all life loves and supports me. I'm safe in the universe and all life loves and supports me. And I'm also actually getting called to read the back of this. I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I observe with joy as life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I can imagine. And that's what was coming, my pile number 3. Like, this could be such a good and rich and beautiful new beginning. You just gotta go for it. Let go of this thing. Forgive it. Let it go. It is what it is. And move on. Alright, pile number 2. Oh my gosh. That was like, whoa. I hope that reading was helpful for you in some way. I post talking videos on Mondays and tarot readings on Fridays. I think the last 2 weeks are just going to be tarot, but then after that we're going to get back to our regular schedule. And yeah, subscribe and like if that sounds good to you, if you want to see more. It really helps support the channel, so thank you. Other ways to support in the description box below. And I'll see you all soon. Bye! Hello everyone, this is for everyone who chose Homeward, take yourself on a date. So what's kind of jumping out to me more is this sense of being at home. Like this sense of coming back to calmness, to stillness, to enjoying the little parts of life. That's what's really coming through to me for this reading so far. Right, what positive shift is happening right now in pile number 3? Oh, so happy you're here, so grateful. Thank you so much for being here. Really happy there's some positive shifts happening in your life, pile 3. What positive shifts happening in pile number 3? So yeah, it really seems like for me, there's the sense of leaving some depression behind, some sort of sense of, I'm really feeling like it's low mood, my pile number 3 is. With the Hierophant in reverse and the Ace of Wands. So I think you were in a time in your life, I have to like do this at an angle or it's not gonna focus. I think you were at a time in your life, my pile number 3s, where you were not in balance, where you weren't able to do like your daily routine. Maybe you were away from home for a while, like whatever this was, you weren't able to do something that fulfills you. You weren't able to be somewhere that really helps you. With this Eight of Wands, what did I just say? Why did the Eight of Wands just come through? Interesting. But this is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands feels like kind of like almost like a new fire being lit underneath you. It feels like something that is just really supportive of you, pile number 3s. Yeah, it almost feels like a new sense of vitality, but this feels like to me that it's not. It's almost like subtle. It's like, oh, I'm home, and now I feel good because I'm home. What positive shift is happening for pile number 3? 3 of Wands. Okay, can you clarify the 3 of Wands, please? The Fool in reverse. So it almost feels like a journey that you didn't want to embark on is coming to an end. With the World in reverse. It didn't really turn out for you the way you wanted it to, and now you're back to a place with the 6 of Wands where you can come back and more into independence. Is it gonna focus? Is it gonna focus? Yes, it's focusing. I'm really being drawn to the third eye of this horse here, so there might be some sense here of like you or your animal being very spiritual. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, there was just this situation that was put into you, and I feel like it was kind of forceful. It just wasn't like what supports you. It just wasn't supporting you. It definitely was something that like was causing this low mood, depression. For some of you, it might have been heartache. There could have been some relationship trouble or something that just like, I'm feeling it just hurt your heart. So this might not be a relationship. It might just be something that was like really painful to go through and you were like, maybe you had to stay away from your animals, maybe like, you know, I'm getting the sense here that you have a spiritual animal in your life, or that like your power animal was kind of like guiding you through this, some sort of connection with animals. And like, and even with this homeworld, like if you see, like there's a little bird here, so it's like there's this connection to animals coming through in this pile. But yeah, with the Three of Wands, and then also with the Three of Wands and the Sun, I feel like you're coming back to better waters, or I don't know, coming out of choppy waters, whatever the saying is. I feel like you're coming in more towards a happier time, at least for the moment. It feels like independent in a way. It feels like you're getting giving back to. It almost feels like you've had to like put out into some sort of like situation, and you were like, I don't really want to do this, but you had to. It almost just felt like some sort of 3D or soul contract, some 3D thing you had to take care of. The Hangman in reverse, it just kind of, I feel like when you were going through it, I felt like you were almost like, what's the lesson here? Like, I feel like I'm just going through this to going through it. Like, it didn't feel to you like you're really getting anything out of it, not even some sort of spiritual lesson. With the Tower in reverse, it just kind of felt like no reason, that things just kind of blew up. Like, you were like, okay, what do I do with this? Like, what do I do now? With the Magician in reverse, I feel like, though, maybe the lesson here, what you kind of chose to do was that you kind of pulled yourself out of it and created something different. Like, I feel like it wasn't just like a piece of cake, you know, a walk in the park for you to come back to your home, to feel like you can be at peace. It doesn't feel like that was so easy, pound number threes. So it seems like this determination or even just ease for some of you to surrender to this situation and let it happen and know that you were going to come back to this place at some point. That's what you did, and it seems like if this isn't happening for you right now as you're watching this video, that's going to happen soon. That's the positive shift that's coming, is that you're going to be in more of a comforting place. You're gonna feel like, I'm really just like, this just really describes it, like being at your home with a cup of coffee watching the birds, like on a Sunday morning. Like, it feels like you just want that simple pleasure back, and I don't think you've been able to enjoy that in a long time. Yes, with the Six of Cups, just like watching your children play, or just going outside and just like picking at the flowers. There's a lot here about nature, so you might be connecting with nature more. Maybe you're connecting with your family again, planting, doing some gardening, or just like watching nature, watching something, just being still. What positive shift is coming for pile number one? There's a lot here about connection, so whether or not it's family, it's community, it seems like you are going back to family. You're going back to something that feels really good to you. With Justice, it feels earned. It feels like you were like, this is what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to come back, and it's happening. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're just gonna feel very fulfilled. You're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just so full right now, and this is like stable, like this is gonna stay like this. Yes, 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 yes. So the Emperor in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse, it's like, it doesn't need to be, you don't need to struggle, you don't need to push, you need to keep going. It's like, this feels like a natural progression because of the work you put in. And it's like this positive shift almost just felt like you were like, this is meant to happen, I'm gonna make it happen, and now it's happening. So congratulations, pile number three. All right, let's get some positive affirmations to help you with this transition that's coming, and that'll be the end of your reading. So what are some positive affirmations for pile number three to help support this positive shift coming into their life? My life is a mirror. Again, with the animals here, so maybe your animal's mirroring you, your family's mirroring you. Again with the family too, guys. Like, it seems like for me, what's kind of showing up is two things with this card. One is that what you are putting out to get back into this situation that you wanted to be in is coming back to you. So that's like your 3D reality reflecting the work you put in. Another thing is here, if you're feeling like anxious when you get home, or if you're feeling like things are gonna fall apart, it's almost like that's what you're gonna see. You know, it's almost like if, you know, let's say, this is a really extreme example. You sure I'm gonna go there? Okay. So let's say your daughter got kidnapped. This is what Spirit's telling me to say. I was like, are you sure? They're like, yes. What's coming through here is almost like you're the overly protective father. You're like your daughter comes up and is like, hey, can I like go out to my friend's house? And you're like, no, you can never leave the house ever again. And then everyone's like, they're going to their friend's house. Like, it's okay. Like, we're gonna drive them there, drive them back. Like, it almost just seems like what you are seeing is what you are interpreting, and what you feel inside is what you're gonna see. So it doesn't feel like, you know, it has to be this way. Like, it doesn't seem like whatever your fear is that it has to turn up that way. But if that's what you're interpreting in your reality, that's what you're gonna see. All right, what is a positive so I guess like letting go of that, like knowing that if you put out into the universe, like everything's gonna be okay, I'm protected, my family's protected, like that's what's gonna show up for you. What are some positive affirmations for pile number 3 as they make their way through this positive shift? I turn every experience into an opportunity. And that's what you did here. You turned whatever experience this was into an opportunity for love and to come back to what was like of value to you. What is, and I almost just feel like that was the lesson, pile number 3. So if you were confused with what the lesson was in this circumstance, like that's what you were learning, was turning your experiences into opportunities. Some sort of like the magician energy, like creating your own reality type deal. That's why my life is a mirror is coming out too. You're creating your reality right now. You are deciding, like, this is what I want to see in my life. This is what I want to manifest, and that's what I'm going to believe, and that's what I'm going to put out into the universe. And I'm surrendering. It's happening. It's done. Like, I'm going to put in the work, and I know Spirit's also going to put in the work because I put in the work. Yo, I have the perfect living space. I have the perfect living space. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. Like, this is just like, this is about home. It's about security. Your living space is perfect. It's protected. It's loved. Your living space can be peaceful. So, it is only a thought, and a thought can be changed. And that, my pile number 3 is what the universe is trying to say when these fear-based lack programming thoughts and beliefs are coming up for you. It is a thought, and that thought can be rewired and changed. If you haven't heard of the term neuroplasticity, there's a great 3-minute video on YouTube, look it up. I'll probably put like in the subtitles too, whatever, like our words up here, like what neuroplasticity, how it's spelled. And it's basically the process of rewiring your brain. There's also a way to do this with the nervous system. That's like a different type of process, different type of term. But there is ways to reprogram your body, or your body and your mind. I prosper wherever I turn. I prosper wherever I turn. It really is pile number 3. It's like you just like prospering wherever you go. That's what keeps coming up. It's like the universe supports me wherever I go. I'm good now. I did the work. I'm good. I'm on the other side of it. One last one. What is pile number 3? What are some affirmations to help them with this shift? Yo, I release all fears and doubts. Don't doubt this, pile number 3. This is for you. You put in so much work. I feel like you deserve it. Wow. Okay, Spirit's telling me to keep going, so we're gonna keep going. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. So other people might try to reflect your fear, whether or not it's in your family or not. People are going to try to reflect that fear back to you. And this is like you letting go. That's what Spirit is saying. You letting go of it. The last one I think is perfect to end your reading. Oh my gosh. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. I say yes to life, and life says yes to me. Pile number 3, this is like my thoughts create my reality 101. But I feel like you're actually like 301. Like, I feel like that's like I feel like you already kind of created the reality, and then the universe is testing you. It's like, okay, do you want to keep it? We're gonna keep putting this stuff in until you really accept it, that this is what's happening, and that, you know, kind of clearing out those fears so you can like really be blessed in your situation. I actually feel like if you want to put a positive spin on this, that's what's happening, is that you are Spirit's triggering these parts of you so that you can clear them out and then really just enjoy your situation. Alright, pal number 3, that's all I have for you. I got more affirmations for you than the other ones, so feel special. I post tarot readings every Friday, and I post talking videos every Monday. I haven't been posting talking videos as of recently, but we're gonna get back into that. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. I really hope this reading was helpful for you. I'm really wishing you so much love and happiness, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!